Just a seat. You already know what's going on, road race community. How's everybody doing? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. You already know. Let's get into it. Yo, Streets Cartel in the building. What's going on, everybody, man? I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. I'm tapping in with y'all real quick, man. Listen, so I got a couple of questions for you guys, man. So I need y'all to talk to me. Let me know what y'all think, right? So this year's fucking flying by, bro. Like, I was talking with a couple of my guys, like, this year is really, really, really flying by, bro. It's pretty fucking crazy. And from my knowledge anyway, right, we got 2 more meets that I'm aware of, right? We got CLT. Shout out to all my guys out in CLT in August. And then I'm doing something in August as well out in Florida. So we got those 2 events coming up. And then we have the Roll Bowl, the big boy of the whole shit, right? So a little bit tapping in, right? Between the events, right? How you guys feeling about all the events that have happened from the beginning of the year till now? You know, how you guys liking it? If you guys had to critique, right, just events in general, you know what I mean? There's been quite a few. Some were just shootouts, some were just meets, you know, with open racing or whatever the case may be, right? If there was something you guys would change about these events, right, what would be your thought process, and what would be some of the changes you would like to see in these roll events, right? And also, because clearly, right, like most of my events that I hold on the West Coast, shout out to the West, for a multitude of reasons, you know. I am going to be doing one in Florida, kind of like a reschedule from Roll or Die that I had to cancel because of RIP Cert, you know what I'm saying? Cert forever. You know, kind of like a redo of that. You feel me? So, but at any rate, other than, I feel like right now, most of the places, you know, I've heard of a couple of other places where people like to hold events, you know, but it's definitely a condensed situation, man, you know, and it's only going to get worse, right? Because it's very hard to find a place where we're able to do what we do, you know what I'm saying, and not have certain people show up. That's just the name of the game, right? It's a gamble every time. So, you know, with that being said, man, I'm just kind of curious, like, you guys go to these events, you guys attend these events, what's the vibe like? What do you guys like? What do you guys dislike? You know, in some cases, right, you might run into people that you don't necessarily like, or there's been words being said, or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be an issue where you guys can't coexist in the same fucking area. You know what I'm saying? You guys could, you know, there's no reason to fuck up a meet because you might not like the next man. And fuck up a meet for everybody. You know, definitely should have some type of respect. You know what I'm saying? Not you know, not that you have to deal with the specific person, but you have to have respect for everybody else around you. Because, for example, just because you may be from the city doesn't mean there's other people that didn't drive 7, 8, 12 hours away. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, man, like, always be mindful of that. You feel me? But ATL was a really dope, it was a dope vibe out there, man. I really liked ATL. I really liked the spot that we was at. It was calm, it was cool, you know, plenty of space. It was dope. It was definitely dope. It was good catching up with everybody. A lot of the guys that I haven't seen in a while. But yeah, man, you know, other than that, I was just kind of curious, right? Like, as far as you guys' critiques when you go to these events, right? Like, what do you guys want to see more of? You know, if anything, maybe you guys like the way things are, you know what I'm saying, as they are. So if that's it, then, you know, drop it down in the comments, man. I'm trying to see what you guys' thoughts are. So, you know, if I can apply that to my events coming up for next year and on, you know, then I'll definitely like to be able to do that. So tap in with me, man. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? Have a great weekend. And yo, if I don't talk to y'all, have a great 4th. You know what I'm saying? Out of here.